Class, kindly stand for the opening prayer. Father God, come and be with us today. Fill our hearts with joy. Fill our hearts with learning. Fill our classroom with peace. Fill our lesson with fun. Fill our friendships with kindness. And fill our school with love. Amen. Good morning, class. So before we start our lesson, let us have a short review for what we have discussed last meeting. So, what we have discussed last meeting? Anyone? Yes, Miss. Our last topic is all about introduction of integers. That's right. How will you define the absolute value of a number? The absolute value of a number is its distance from 0 to the number line. Very good. Thank you for your answer. Now, we will proceed to our next topic. But before that, I will show you a video clip entitled Real Life Example of Integers. While watching the video, you are going to take note of what you have noticed on that video. Is that clear? Yes, ma'am. Okay, here is the video.
Do you know that the optimal temperatures in the freezer of a refrigerator is around -18 degrees Celsius, and that in the other compartments is around 4 degrees Celsius? It is because different foodstuffs require different temperatures to keep them fresh for a long time. Note that a positive number such as +4 degrees Celsius can be written without the positive sign. -18 degrees Celsius means it is 18 degrees colder than the freezing point of water. It is 18 degrees Celsius below 0 degrees Celsius. 4 degrees Celsius means it is 4 degrees warmer than the freezing point of water. It is 4 degrees Celsius above 0 degrees Celsius. Instead of using the terms going right or going left to give directions, we can use positive or negative numbers to indicate directions. For example, we can say, the Louvre Museum is 5 kilometers from the hotel, and the Eiffel Tower is -2 kilometers from the hotel in the opposite direction. Often you can find positive and negative numbers on shopping receipts. The positive number for cash means that the shop has received 20 ringgit from you, and the negative number for change simply means that the shop needs to pay out 1 ringgit and 50 sen back to you.
Okay, now I have a question. What can you say about that video? Yes, Miss? The video shows us that integers can be used or applied in real-life situations. That's right, because mathematics is already a big part of our life whether we like it or not. Math is around us. Do you understand? Yes, ma'am. Okay, that's great. So now let's have an activity that is related to our topic. I will group you into 4 groups. Please count 1 to 4. Okay, now go to your respective group. What you are going to do is you will create a bubble map. Group 1, your topic will be addition. Group 2, your topic will be subtraction. Group 3, your topic will be multiplication. And Group 4, your topic will be division. Is that clear? Yes, ma'am. Okay, now choose one of the group who will represent your output. Is that clear? Yes, ma'am. So I have here an example of bubble map, so you will get an idea of what you are going to do. So as you can see, my topic is triangle. That surrounds what is related to my topic, which is triangle. We have sum of 180 degrees, right triangle, acute triangle, isosceles triangle, obtuse triangle, equilateral triangle, and three-sided. Class, you will only have 5 minutes to do that activity and 3 minutes to represent your activity in front. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you may start now. Time's up. Everybody, go to your proper seat. Okay, you may now represent your topic in front. Representative, be ready. Let's start with the group 1. Now, what you have noticed on that activity? Anyone? Yes, miss?
I have noticed the topic that we got are the 4 operations.
Exactly. Now, let's start our discussion. Today, I am going to discuss the 4 fundamental operations on integers. May I ask, what are the 4 operations on integers? Anyone? Yes?
The 4 operations on integers are addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division.
That's great. In this lesson, you will learn how to perform the 4 fundamental operations on integers. First, let's discuss the addition of integers. So first, rules in adding integers. Addition of integers having like sign. 1. The sum of two positive integers is the sum of their absolute values with the positive sign. 2. The sum of two negative integers is the sum of their absolute values with negative signs. Next, addition of integers having opposite sign. The sum of two integers having opposite sign is the difference of their absolute values with the sign of integers of greater absolute values. So now, let's have an example. First, in adding integers having like signs and opposite signs. So first, we have example of having like signs. Positive 6 plus positive 8 is equal to 14. Remember class, if our answer is positive, we don't have to write the positive sign or plus sign in our answer. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
For example number 2, negative 6 plus negative 8 is equal to negative 14. Did you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there any question?
None, ma'am.
Okay, let's move forward. For example, with the opposite sign. Okay, now, we have positive 6 plus negative 8. Is there anyone would like to answer? Yes?
Ma'am, negative 2.
How did you come up with that answer?
Because having an unlike sign, we have to subtract two numbers. Then, the sign we'll be using is the sign that has a bigger number.
Very good. Remember, if adding two integers having opposite sign, we have to subtract the two numbers and use the sign that has a bigger number. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's proceed to the next operation, which is subtraction. So next, rules in subtracting integers. In subtraction, we change the sign of the integer which is to subtracted and then add to the first integer. In other words, if a and b are two integers, then a minus b is equal to a plus negative b. Here are the example. So now let's have an example in subtracting integers having like sign and unlike sign. So first, we use the given formula, which is a minus b is equal to a plus negative b. So here in example number 1, 13 minus 7 is equal to 13 plus negative 7 is equal to 6. Listen carefully class, if the given have the same positive sign, we just have to subtract the two of them and then use the sign that has a larger number. In here, positive 13 has a larger number. So the answer will be positive. Did you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now let's have an example number 2. Again, we use the formula which is a minus b is equal to a plus negative b. So in here, 7 minus 13 is equal to 7 plus negative 13 is equal to negative 6. Again, we use the sign that has a larger number. In here, we have negative 13. So the answer will be negative. So let's now have an example having the same negative sign. Negative 18 minus negative 3 is equal to negative 18 plus positive 3 is equal to negative 15. Like having the same positive sign, we have to subtract the two of them, then use the sign that has a larger number. In here, negative 18 has a larger number, so our answer will be negative 15. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now let's move forward having unlike sign. We have here an example of unlike sign. Negative 15 minus positive 3 is equal to negative 15 plus negative 3 is equal to negative 18. So again, we use the given formula which is a minus b is equal to a plus negative b. So in here, we change subtraction to addition. And then we change positive 3 to negative 3. So we will have negative 15 plus negative 3 will be negative 18. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now let's proceed to the next operation, which is multiplication. Let's proceed to next operation, which is multiplication. Multiplication of integers having like signs. When two integers having the same sign, their product is the product of their absolute values with positive sign. Multiplication of integers having opposite signs. The product of two integers having opposite sign is the product of their absolute values with negative sign. Now, let's move forward for the example. First, we have example of like sign, which is positive 3 times positive 3 is equal to positive 9. Next, for example number 2, we have same negative sign, which is negative 3 times negative 3 is equal to positive 9. Remember, when multiplying integers having same sign, which is positive times positive, negative times negative, the product of their absolute value will always be positive. Now, let's move forward having opposite signs. Positive 2 times negative 9 is equal to negative 18. Next, positive 9 times negative 2 is equal to negative 18. Okay, now remember, the answer when multiplying two integers having opposite sign will always be in a negative. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any question?
None, ma'am.
Okay, now let's proceed to next operation, which is division. Division of integers having like signs. If both integers have the same sign, then the quotient will be positive. Division of integers having opposite signs. If both integers have opposite signs, the quotient will be negative. Okay, now let's move forward for the example. Now, let's proceed for example of division of integers having like and unlike signs. First, we have example of same positive sign, which is positive 9 divided by positive 3 is equal to positive 3. Next, we have example of same negative sign, which is negative 9 divided by negative 3 is equal to positive 3. Again, remember, just like when multiplying integers, division of integers having like signs, the quotient will always be in positive. Now, let's proceed for the example having unlike signs. Positive 15 divided by negative 3 is equal to negative 5. Next, negative 14 divided by positive 7 is equal to negative 2. Again, just like when multiplying integers, division of integers having unlike sign, the quotient will always be in negative. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any question?
None, ma'am.
Okay, what you have noticed in multiplying and dividing integers? Anyone?
They have the same rules when it comes having with the same sign and having with the opposite sign.
That's right. They have the same rules. Very good. Is there any question regarding with the four fundamental operation on integers?
None, ma'am.
Okay, now, since you already understand our lesson, let us have our final individual activity. I want you to construct 3 examples of 4 fundamental operation on integers having same sign and opposite sign. So you will have to construct 12 examples. You will only have 5 minutes to construct the examples. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any question?
None, ma'am.
You may start now. Okay, class, pass your work in front in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Is there any left?
None, ma'am.
Okay, now, I have a questions for all of you. Give me an example of situation in your daily life which you can apply the skills of computing the 4 fundamental operation on integers. Anyone?
Budgeting your money. When you are buying something in the market, so you will know if your money is enough to buy the things you want.
Okay, now, class, for the assignment, I want you to write an essay about what do you think is the importance of 4 fundamental operations on integers in our daily life with a minimum of 50 words. Okay, we have quiz next meeting, review our lesson, that's it. Thank you for listening. I hope you understand our lesson for today. Goodbye, class. See you next meeting. Keep safe.